Hey, Clyde, Geo here with Broken Arrow SEO, a division of Scene Enhanced Marketing, LLC. First off, man, want to apologize for the delay on this. It feels like we've been talking about it for months, but I know we've both been super busy, and so better late than never. I'm going to jump right in, man. Three things we're going to be talking about today are content, backlinking, and citations. So content is king, man, when you're trying to rank these sites, show relevance to Google, legitimacy, all that stuff. It has to do with content, brother. I got your site pulled up here. I do like the design of it. I don't know if you did this on your own or paid someone, but overall, there's a lot of potential here. It's just lacking content. Now, we recommend 1,500 to 2,000 words minimum just on the homepage alone, brother, okay? So I'll show you, the innovative site that this isn't live yet, but it's about to be. This is the homepage, man. So check this out. Loads of content, packed with keywords, right? Volume keywords, national level for searches. And, again, this is just one of many examples. I'll show you in a sec some of the other top sites loaded with content. It's king. Google crawls these sites, okay? And they focus on the homepage. And so when they find the right keywords within websites' homepages, they start to point that traffic to the people that are searching for it. It's really that simple, man. So I hope that makes sense. So I just wanted to show you a basic search here before we jump into backlinking, and I sort of break that down for you. Here's a volume search I just threw into Google: sell used Cisco equipment. So this is a national scale, high volume search, right? Cisco hold its value, as we both know. So let's scroll down to the organic. Exit Technologies we've heard of. Net Equity we've also both heard of. So let's click on theirs. And again, this is someone's going to go to these sites on the first page of Google, obviously, if they're looking to sell the equipment, right? Or sell their equipment. And just X out of there. So as you can see, and this one doesn't actually have a lot of content. So there's other things that come into play. Backlinking is probably it from a trust standpoint. They have some really good backlinking going on, and we'll break that down momentarily. So a third-party tool we use, Clyde, to measure analytics, traffic, etc. from websites online. It's called Ahrefs. And I've got your information pulled up here. I threw it in, and as I'm sure it's not a big surprise to you, not much going on here, right? As far as backlinking, zero traffic, just no one's really visiting this website aside from people maybe you tell to go visit it. Organically, producing next to nothing. So we had just talked about Net Equity through their URL into our tool. A lot more going on here. This is sort of a volume and trust gauge here. These two numbers here, the higher and closer together they are, the better. So based on this, I'm seeing there is a lot of trust. This is a legitimate website with relevant information and content. So look at this. Tons of backlinking, referring domains, organic keywords, getting value coming in through their website, and the traffic. This is a big number right here, right? The organic traffic is frequent. So let's just check some of the keywords, jump in and look at some of the keywords that they're popping for. So here's the keywords on the left, and this column here, position, is the most important. So sell Cisco equipment, boom, they're first or second, right? All day. Scroll down a bit, IT asset recovery, boom, first page as well, sitting in 5th position. Sell Cisco phones first, used network equipment buyers, boom, these guys are first, man. So that's telling you something. They're generating a ton of business through their online footprint. So just a quick tutorial on backlinks, Clyde. Backlinks are extremely important. Not all backlinks are created equal. What that means is, certain backlinks provide a lot more power and influence than others. And you want them to be, the ones you go after for your website or that we go after for our clients' websites, you want them to be associated with the industry of the client. So for example, innovative ITS or Redbud ITS, you're obviously in technology equipment buyback industry. So backlinks we're going to go after are going to have to do with tech, going to have to do with electronics, computers, laptops, okay, data centers, etc. you're going to have a much better time gaining that power and influence from those type of websites, because that's all a backlink is. It's just another website that provides power and influence back to your website. And so again, you're going to have a much better time gaining that power and influence from those type of websites than, say, versus the local Domino's Pizza, or a Macy's department store. Hope that makes sense. We're going to do an example of one here. We'll stick with Net Equity, pop into their referring domains, because this is where we actually get to see the backlinking going on. These do follows here, this column, this is what's providing the most power and influence. And a lot of these are just backlinking websites that whoever they're paying to do their services here has potentially bought the backlinks for them. But we'll do a generic one that's relevant. This Centrinity here, we'll click on that. Boom, business and tech blog. So again, relevant to their industry, right? And so somewhere within this website, centrinity.com, Net Equity has embedded their website. Somewhere within here, Net Equity has embedded their website URL, and it's providing that necessary power and influence back to them. I hope that made sense, Clyde. That is a crash course on backlinking. Next thing I wanted to talk to you about, brother, is citations. So citations also very important. More of a local thing that we focus on here now. I know a lot of the business you go after is on a national level, even international in some cases, but we both know there's a lot of business locally as well. And, just for bragging purposes alone, doesn't hurt to be in that coveted top 3 or the local Google My Business map pack rankings. So again, another generic search here with some local volume. Network gear, buyback, Oklahoma City. Okay, you got Gear Exchange come up, buyback solutions, one of our friends we know is a part of that one, and Quadrant. So again, companies we're familiar with. These guys are popping in the top 3. This is different from organic. Your organic start here, right? Green Tech Solutions, look at that. So another person we know has set up location pages. So he's actually popping first locally in Oklahoma City for this search from a location page off of his main website. So that's another level that we can discuss at a further time. Very, very smart maneuver, strategy, if you will, that's helping him rank on a national level in various major cities across the U.S. probably. So didn't notice that until just now. But this is where the organic rankings start, and they are again based off backlinking. Local Google My Business map pack rankings, they're based off citations, Clyde, and citations are merely just directories online where you list your company's info. So company name, phone number, web address, things like that. And, examples include Facebook, Yelp, White Pages, Yellow Pages, just to name a few. And it's a very simple strategy, similar to the backlinking, where we not only want relevant backlinks, but more of them than the competition. That's the same case here. You just want to have more citations than the competition. And over time, as you continue to insert yourself into those directories, you'll surpass the competition. And before they even realize what's happening, you're going to be just continually adding on more and more directories, more and more citations, and taking on all that new local business. It's a beautiful thing. So I hope that made sense, Clyde. I briefly wanted to touch on the social media side of things. I found this. I want to say this is from an older company or maybe a different company altogether. It is local, I saw, but nothing since 2013. So I don't know if you have any social footprints as of now online, but definitely something to consider, man, even in this industry where it's sometimes thought to be not an area to obtain new business. I completely disagree with that. I think there is strong methods to get certain posts, certain ads, if you will, in front of the right set of eyes. CIOs, for example, technology directors, etc. Just another method, another avenue to try to find new business from an online standpoint. So in closing, Clyde, just again, the 3 things we went over today. Content, discuss the importance of having 1,500 to 2,000 words minimum on that homepage alone. We then discussed backlinking, kind of gave you a crash course on that and how influential it is for your website. And then we discussed citations briefly and the importance of those for a local online presence. And then most recently touched on the social media element. Don't know if that's of interest to you, but I thought it would be at least worth mentioning to let you know that I do strongly believe there is possibilities as far as bringing on new online business from those social platforms. So in closing, buddy, I just want to thank you for taking the time to watch this 10 plus minute video. Definitely dragged on a little bit, but I wanted to make sure that I brought everything to your attention and that it made sense to you. If you want to do this on your own, man, by all means, 100% free information. I'd even shoot you over these ARIF screenshots just for a comparable breakdown of your analytics versus one of the main competitors on a national scale. I have no problem at all doing that. But if you would like my help with this, buddy, by all means, you can give me a call, reach out. I'd love to chat more. I'll shoot you over an email with all this information and some additional stuff as well. And hopefully we can connect, man. I'd love to help you. I'd love to help your company. And again, I just really appreciate you taking the time, man, and I'll talk to you soon.